Hello, darlings, and welcome to Reactmas! If you're new here, wait, what is it we do? We react to different performances during the holidays. And if you're new here, I'm Carolyn, but you can call me Care. And today I'm excited because I'm watching Corbin Bleu and Constance Wu, who, I mean, okay, if you're around my age, you kind of grew up with them on the Disney Channel. Yeah, and guess what? They're in Little Shop, and I'm excited to see what they do with Suddenly Seymour. So let's just get into it. Also, if you do want to watch it without my commentary, the link is in the bio and you can enjoy. So I am blind reacting to this, so let's see how it goes.
Wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex. Wipe that lipstick away.
Okay, so far so good. Why am I talking like that? Sorry. I guess I feel hesitant. I'm like, okay, those were great character choices, and I love when this song sounds like a conversation. So right now I'm like, I think Howard Ashman would be quite proud of you, Corbin. But right now, based on how Constance is getting up, I'm kind of like, oh, maybe you should have practiced of how your character got up, because it feels a little, truckerish.
Show me your face, clean as the morning. I know things were bad, but now they're okay.
That was beautiful, Corbin.
Suddenly Seymour.
Okay, I'm with you.
Beside you, you don't need no makeup.
He's doing pretty darn good, actually. I'm enjoying his choices. I'm enjoying that he's a bit timid and shy in the beginning, and yeah, I don't know. I'm actually enjoying this sort of like slight smile and like, hey, everything's gonna be okay kind of thing. Like, it's not something that I pictured or imagined, but I'm enjoying it. And I love that. I love different interpretations. My face, however, is looking at Constance, because just because you're not singing, you don't have the lines, it doesn't mean that, what was it? It was a Michael Caine like acting school thing where he's like, the guy wasn't getting, like, he had to sit in the chair. It was like film work or something. The guy was sitting in the chair and he was just sitting while the camera's on him. And he tells Michael Caine, who was like having this masterclass, and he's like, but I don't have any lines. I don't know what to, all this stuff. And Michael Caine is like, you have lines. You have all the words that you need to say. You just choose to not say it out loud. And so that's something I was like, wow, Michael Caine, eyebrows, there should be two. If you know, you know. But that was something I was like, that's so valid. So looking at her, seeing these subtleties in her, I'm not happy with the choices, but who knows? It's just the beginning. Let's see how she is when she gets to sing.
Don't have to pretend.
That was beautiful, that placement.
Suddenly Seymour.
Okay, that's creepy. I don't like that. Okay.
Nobody ever treated me kindly.
This is what happened before this song goes on, I believe. And you could correct me in the comments. Is that Seymour, watch someone go, geez, thanks, spoiler alert. The point is that Audrey was in an abusive relationship, and now he is no longer there, and Seymour comes out wearing the jacket that her ex was wearing. And so I think she has a reaction to it, and she says to him, I don't know what's worse, the fact that he's gone or I'm happy he's gone and stuff. And so she's going through these really conflicting feelings, and then Seymour's there like, everything wasn't looking up for you, but then suddenly I'm here and everything is going to be, okay. And so this journey for Audrey is almost as if think, at least what I like to think of it, is that Audrey was like, oh, Seymour, he's great. He'll never trash like me. Because sadly, that's how she saw herself when she was in that relationship with that dentist. So then when Seymour is there being like, I've always been there. I've always liked you. I've always, and so for her, in a way, to accept herself and being, good enough to be with Seymour. So yeah, Seymour is like a nerd and geeky and things like that, but she is interested in him. It's more about how she feels about herself. So this song goes through that. So it's like right now, based on what I'm seeing, is that Corbin came in soft, reassuring, and then she came in to me a bit too like, like nobody's ever. And it's like, I guess my question here is like, why did you feel the need to all of a sudden sing right there? And I wish there was something where his hand is out, where she's like, oh, I'm going to hold his hand. And she's like, nobody's ever treated, like she's in a place of confusion. So, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Tangent. Let's get to it.
Daddy left early, Mama was poor. I'd meet a man.
Oh, no.
Follow him blindly. He'd snap his fingers.
Oh, no.
I'd say sure.
I'm not hating her voice. I like her voice. But what I'm noticing is I'm like, girl, you got a tissue here. Like already, that's helpful whenever you have a prop when singing a song, right? But then I'm also, what we would call it in school is T-Rex arms and stuff. It's when your one arm doesn't necessarily extend, or like it just kind of does the same motion, and it's like, yeah, T-Rex arms, like you can't really do much. And it's like, nah, you can. And already looking at her, and it could be because she's on set, who knows, but it's like, why do you look at the directions you're looking? Like, it's like mama was poor. So it's those kind of things where I'm like, okay, it sounds like you got your foundation, but let's add the colors. Let's add these nuances to it to fully understand this character.
Suddenly Seymour is standing beside me. He don't give me orders.
Oh my gosh, what in the choir of churches is going on here? So, okay, I'm being distracted by her sharp movements and her sort of like transition of understanding. Girl, okay, we're being nice here. I'm sorry. I'm just being critical because do you know what words you're singing? Do you know your lyrics that you're portraying here? And this is why I'm saying that, is because Audrey starts off with, nobody's treated me like this. This is how I grew up. This is how things are. But you know what? Like suddenly Seymour, and it may be possibly everything's actually going to be okay. And I'm gonna, let it go, as Elsa would say, and just go for it. And it's a beautiful moment to see Audrey step into that. So based on what Constance is doing, I am not enjoying her character choices because it feels so abrupt.
You don't understand. Suddenly Seymour is here to provide me.
Like, you don't always have to look at him where it's like, suddenly Seymour is here to provide. Like, to me, this is such a, like, Audrey just went through this, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm happy the dentist is gone, or the fact that, like he's gone, whatever. Sorry, I butchered that. But the point is that it's like, allow these words that you're singing to hit you first before you look at Seymour. Like, this is your greatest discovery, where it's like, he's loved me this whole time. Like, it was like the Dorothy moment. Like, I could have gone home this whole time. The magic was in me. what? So that's what I'm looking for with Audrey here. But she is lost in her movement and looks of where to go. And there would be more power if she had a bit more, I mean, her as an actress, certainty of where to look in that moment and why for the audience to follow. Because right now it's kind of like everywhere, or like it's almost as if she's like, oh, my arms are wide now because I know I'm hitting a big note, and if someone took a picture of me, it would look great. But based on what we're hearing and following, we're kind of like, what is up with Audrey? Seymour, are you sure about this, girl?
Sweet understanding.
That sounded good, yeah.
Seymour's my friend.
See, good character choice.
Tell me the bad times are clean washed away.
Please understand that it's so strange and frightening for losers like I've been. It's so hard to say.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. I don't think her voice was ready for this part. And I think it's just not there. That's as much as I can say, because it's I would be fatigued in this role. I don't think I'd be able to do it. I do think it is distracting for the doo-wop girls to come out, and also I don't like that. Like the point of the doo-wop girls is almost like we are the muses, and like we are telling you the tale, and so it's kind of like, I don't know, it's very Greek and fun. So for them to come out being like, hey, and that close, maybe it's different on stage, right? I don't know why I think of Trisha Paytas and how she plays all of the roles, and she puts her characters on the stairs above. And I love that. And if anything, for this scene, I'm cool with the girls singing, but I actually don't want to see them, because I feel that this song and this moment should be between them, and they can hype him up, but they don't have to necessarily be there. I don't know. That's my take. Thoughts?
Suddenly Seymour.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Suddenly Seymour. Show me I can.
I don't. Again, maybe it's because this is, what is this? Good Morning America, and so the blocking and things is different. But yeah, for him to stand on the trash can thing right away, I'm like, oh, it's too distracting. That's what's going on, is that this blocking is too distracting, and then Constance's voice isn't quite there for me. And listen, I give her props as far as using her body in order to hit those notes. And I did like when she had that bit of a growl. But now it's interesting to me where it's like that point of looking at Seymour, like, okay, here it is. Layers. You look at the song like layers. Like the beginning to me is Audrey discovering like she is worth it to be with Seymour. Then the second time round is her just being like oohed and awed by Seymour, right? And then they come together, and it's almost like, I don't know what the third one would be, but then it's like enjoying being, why am I getting emotional? Enjoying the fact that how Seymour holds her is something that she's always wanted, versus being touched in a certain abusive way like she was before. We're fine. We're fine. We're not going to cry about Little Shop. But that's what I mean, is looking at the song in different layers as it unfolds. And right now it's just kind of like, I would say I'm actually impressed with Corbin playing Seymour. Like, I actually am enjoying his character choice. I keep saying that over and over, though.
The girl that's inside you.
Understand.
Like, what was the point of getting up there just to jump on there? And it's like, you know what? Stop elevating. I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't make sense blocking wise Seymour to do that. I think what he would do, as he has been doing the whole show, is being able to put Audrey on that pedestal, put her up there, put her, like, allow her to have that moment of like, oh, I'm not straight from the gutter,
With sweet understanding.
I know now we are like pop, pop, pop with this. But this is what I mean. See, where it's like sweet understanding and being held, and where it's like, oh my gosh, like it's so much more if you actually think about it or you allow yourself to think of it in that type of direction. And like, I think that would be something really interesting to navigate.
Sweet understanding. Seymour's your
All right, darlings, I think you understand how I feel. Maybe you don't. Let me know in the comments as far as the interpretation of this. I will say, to sum it up, Corbin, I'm enjoying your character choices. I know, take a shot every time I say that. And Constance, I think there is a bit of workshopping to do for you in order to be a bit more concise, and also allowing Audrey to bloom, pun intended. And yeah, anyways, darlings, thanks for hanging out with me in this holly jolly season. I can't wait till next time, but just don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts. And without further ado, take care, darling.